Ward now working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
60 Bobcat. Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go.
To throw, here's Ward. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for Nick Chubb. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now, Ward. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Makes it third and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ward. That's into the hands of Ironman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Panther 11, drop 50.
Throwing is Ward. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz with an amazing diving catch. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's down the field for Jefferson. That's caught inside the 20. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds for just one snap of the football. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he returns this to the 22. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the bootleg, Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At their own 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Into space at the 45. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Ward. At the 47. A hit as he throws there. How accurate he's been throwing the football. We're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 13 yards. And the Titans first down. Pollard will take it up the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down. A gain of 11.
60 Mustang, 19 Lions.
To throw is Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long.
18, back to 60, back to 60.
Back to throw. Moore. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, Ward. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Ward. It's a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
They run it again with Chubb. Fights through it. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Third and 5.
Ow, for tonight. 118. What's up?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. NFL on EA Sports.
No,
A give to Pollard running left. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moore. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get it.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Out, that's right. 18, that's right.
A give running right is Chubb. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here's 2nd down.
Cut 19, cut 19. Ready? 77, 19 tight. Not Buffalo 18, Dragon 60, 7 Pirates, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. He still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To throw is Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Ward. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That is incomplete.
don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shoulder stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Cowboy 80.
They'll throw again. Ward. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
That's good for a Titans first down.
Back to throw. Moore.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running winded up, he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
19 tight. 19.
Ward now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
18. 5 here.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down.
And this one is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. 35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
First throw of overtime, Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And Chubb will try the... No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Coaches love the rack run after catch, especially here in overtime. Took the short pass, turned it into a big play.
And that's what coaches talk about when they talk to their teams about what overtime means. How many big plays.
And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Moore. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Moore. Completes this to Jefferson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
It's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field